didn't see you there.
What are you talking about, Dean? I've been here since 3 o'clock.
Well, now that you just arrived, would you like to watch a movie, Tom?
Sure, seeing as how I just arrived.
You just arrived. Today's movie, we're going to check out Scarred. It's an independent movie from the Cleveland area. One of the actors in it, I'm actually, good acquaintances with. He's a DJ in the Cleveland area named Hot Carl. He also does a little stand-up comedy. He used to do karaoke at the Venice Bar here in Kent, and I used to cover him when I did karaoke, so that's pretty cool. I know this guy in here. And what really sold me on the movie, we were at Cinema Wasteland in the Cleveland area, and I started chatting the makers of the movie up, and they were really nice guys, and they were really into their movie, and I went ahead and bought it, and after I bought it, I'm like, holy fucking shit, Hot fucking Carl's in this movie, no way. So anyway, we're going to check out what looks to be an awesome indie horror flick, so stay tuned. Alright, I'm all about this movie, but almost done with this coffee. I think we need a beer now.
Alright.
He doesn't like pretty people.
About 20 years ago, not too far from here, there was a family called the Candys. They had a son. One night, the father takes a razor to the son's face.
Oh, you're dead!
Kills the wife.
No!
And the kid. Then, turns the gun on himself.
And here's the kicker. The locals around here believe the son never died, and he still roams these woods.
You better stop lying to me. I already told you 1,000 times Jonah's dead.
I'm not lying to you. Jonah isn't dead.
She's a young girl, Roscoe. She ain't got no friends. What do you expect?
I expect her to recognize that Jonah Candy is dead. I expect her to understand that there are some things that you just don't talk about.
I want you to answer me! Answer me!
And you need to pay a lot more respect to the dead.
I am not gonna die out here. I am too young to die out here, Marley.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that was a movie, all right. What do you think, Tom?
Well, I've definitely seen plenty of low-budget movies in my day, and they're all kind of hit or miss no matter what, especially when you're dealing with such, low-budget restraints, such as acting and location and set designs and costumes and whatnot. Surprisingly, this one has a lot of options going for it, and they're just totally underutilized in my opinion. Most of the movie kind of came across as vapid to me. It was a little dull. The acting was kind of wooden. The locations weren't all that exotic or interesting. The costumes were pretty much non-existent. And the overall serial killer in the movie was just kind of a blunt object. He went around killing people indiscriminately. He didn't really have a theme to his killings, and he was just kind of there. So by the end of the film, I was kind of underwhelmed. You know, what about you, man?
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting exactly. Like I said, I know this guy, Hot Carl, and I thought he was funny enough in the movie. But yeah, you're right, he was kind of underutilized. Like, he could have been used in much funnier ways. Yeah, I don't know about the plot. Like, the whole modeling agency thing didn't do it for me. I mean, the girls were cute enough, and there were enough boobs to, you know, make me smile, but I mean, it's kind of like a cool, like, 80s slasher throwback, but that being said, it was, like Tom said, a little dull, it somehow stretched an hour-and-a-half movie, and it felt like at least 2 hours, like I was ready for it to be done, but, there were a few aspects, like the guy with the twirly mustache. He was funny.
Yeah, there's definitely some interesting character actors that were underutilized. They were just there and then poof.
And there was a dwarf where we couldn't figure out if she was a little kid or a dwarf until they actually said that she was a dwarf. That was kind of off-putting.
It really was, and random.
Like, some of the acting wasn't very good. Like, the old lady, like, she wasn't very good in it. I don't know, like...
What do you give it out of 10 stars, man?
I don't know, man. There were some decent aspects, and I like what they were aiming for, but... I mean, I know they had their constraints, like, it's a low-budget movie, but I'm going to probably give it, like, 4 out of 10.
In my opinion, this is not a very good film at all, and 4 out of 10 is pretty much where I'm at, but I'm going to even take it a few notches lower and just give it 2 out of 10, mainly because of the wasted opportunities, and I don't know, it just feels like a waste of time, so I can't really recommend Scarred. The only way to get through this film, guys, is a whole lot of fucking booze.